1,
2,
3,
4,
5, 6,
7,
8, 9, 10.
Steinhaus, Harley, and Rogers define homelessness as lacking a fixed, regular, or adequate residence. Next time you're walking around or venturing around this beautiful city, taking in the sights, sounds, and seeing the happy, gleaming faces, I want you to take a moment and allow yourself to see all the less fortunate that surround us on a daily basis. The San Diego County Regional Task Force on the Homeless has recorded that in this city alone, there are 8,506 homeless individuals. 8,506. Out of these 8,000, 3,985 are unsheltered, meaning they live in a car, hand-built shelter, or nothing at all. They live on the street. 17% of these homeless are veterans. 33% attended college or have a college degree, which is crazy. Out of everybody in this room, 2 of us could be homeless. Also, being veterans and people who have educations, you can see it's not just untrained, uneducated, poor people. It's anyone. The statistic that shocks me most of all is that out of those 8,000, the total number of recorded volunteers over the last fiscal year was 1,356. That's a 25-to-4 ratio. With these staggering statistics, I wonder, how do we do more? Why is there not more volunteering happening? And more so, why aren't we? Why is it that we treat the homeless like they're less important, that they're not people? They most definitely are. They're living, breathing people the same as us. They're men, women, children, the same ones that make up our families. When you think about it, homeless are nothing more than people who have experienced a bump in the road. Has this ever happened to you? Of course it has. And how hard is it to right your situation without a helping hand, without someone there to help you and find the way? All of these points prove the importance of volunteering. All of these people can be affected by nothing more than just a little volunteering of your time, just a little bit of care, just you showing that you love to lend a helping hand to your fellow man. Now, I am in no way homeless, and I perceive myself to be more fortunate than most. I have a great family, great job, great coworkers that I'm surrounded by. And it's because of all these things that I can look into my life and see the value in all of it. Now, I've spent some time in a couple of homeless shelters, and through volunteering and meeting people and hearing their experiences, I've absorbed and I now know how invaluable the helping hand or the volunteer can be. Now, there are many arguments and opposing views towards the topic of homeless relief, and I will touch upon a few of them. First of which is they did it to themselves, and they should suffer the consequences. They got into this situation, they should bail themselves out. Now, we should know this isn't always the case. Some people lose jobs, have tragic family losses, health issues, or even mental illness that puts them on the street. How do we tell these families and these children that it's their fault and they must suffer the consequences of nothing more than misfortune? Secondly, people say it's a bad example to set when you help the homeless, and it weakens them in the long run. This is crazy. How does helping a less fortunate person foster anything other than a loving and compassionate other than a loving and compassionate attitude? Who here has had a mentor, a role model, or someone to look up to? Did those individuals cripple you or take away your chance of doing anything? No. Did they instill drive and determination? Probably. They probably let you have hope, and that knowing there's something better out there, and that there's always another way to do things, there's always a possible second chance. They let you know that people care and that people are there for you, that there's people willing to sacrifice and volunteer their time and efforts for you. The last argument I will touch on is that the homeless burden the economy. Everybody says they're a draw on hardworking people, and they take resources that they didn't earn. As of the 17th July 2014, statistics were released by the City of San Diego County's Homeless Services Department that $15 million this fiscal year alone was sent to help the homeless problem in San Diego. Now, in addition to helping the homeless, only a small amount of this $15 million went into homeless relief. It also helped with youth programs, community programs, recreational services, making a better city as a whole. Having someone to help a group of people to better brings us together. Now, there are several active duty associations within San Diego County attempting to combat this issue. And aside from funding, their only problem, volunteers. So in conclusion, within this amazing city we call home, it should be evident as ever that the less fortunate, the homeless, all they need is hope. That outreached hand, which a volunteer can be. Any one of us can do it. It just takes a little bit of effort. Thank you.
Thank you. One,
2,
3,
4,
5, 6,
7,
8,
9, 10.